Alright folks, welcome back to another episode of OPPORTUNA, this time with a very special guest over here. If you're interested into open source, web dev, or how to get a job at Adobe in particular, you better not forget to watch this video. So to the people out there who don't know about Adobe, if you have used a PDF viewer or a photoshopping software before, you would have heard about them. I'll not do the introductions, Wikipedia them. And so over here we have Prajwal Kapoor sir, a fourth year CSE student who has landed a product developer interim role at Adobe, which is equal to an SD role in any other big company, especially Mang, whatever is it in your terms. So yeah, we'll be diving into his journey and learn about all the things he has done in his college life. So sir, you're of the 2021 batch, and as you know that most of your initial college years was done online, so during the pandemic time. So obviously, how was that feeling, sir, of starting college online like a?
So not like most of the thing. The only fun semester was online. So we had Discord. So we still but वहाँ बहुत मजा लिया हमने. मतलब basically जो friendship बनी, that is on the Discord, and after that it will like cover the complete journey. वो दोस्त आज भी साथ में हैं और वो हमेशा साथ में ही रहेंगे. So it's like that कि वो 6 months was decent.
That's great. For context, sir was the one who made the Discord.
हाँ, the IIIT Invincibles.
Yes. So if you want to join it. And so moving on, sir. So when did you start coding? I would say like in school time as well.
Yeah. The first time I wrote the code was in class 10th maybe.
Which one, sir? So, HTML or JS?
No. I'll tell you the story. तो हुआ यह था कि there's a summer camp going on. मतलब एक local कोई एक भाई था वो कर रहा था. So it was like a cyber security boot camp for a cohort kind of thing. So I joined that. So there I learned about OSI model. At that time it was like a complete bouncer thing. But yeah, I learned a bit. I learned about IPv6, IPv4 things. So that fascinates me into the world of coding and programming.
All right, sir. So basically what we were thinking about in third sem, you started out in your 10th.
It was a complete bouncer, but yeah, like I heard the terms at that time.
Sir, like if someone told 128 bits at that time, how did it feel?
It was a nightmare at that time.
Yes, sir. So moving on, what were the factors that influenced your decision to take tech as a career, sir? And maybe web dev as a sub-portion of that?
Web dev was like I started web dev around when I joined college, before 3 to 4 months, like after the change terms. So then I recently started learning about the HTML, CSS, and then JavaScript. So building stuff is really fascinates me. So anytime like I always prefer build to learn. Like learning is from building. So I then started with the thing, and then it went on.
Yes, sir.
Like that.
So besides that, sir, and as you told, as you guys started out with the Discord and stuff. So let's say, sir, when you came to college, like in real life, besides that gate over there, what else did you feel?
I know everyone. Not from the face, but from the name, I know everything. It was like कि भाई मेहता इतना बड़ा कैसे है, ये इतना छोटा कैसे है, but लेकिन यार तो as a name सबको ऐसा सबसे बातचीत थी, सबसे अच्छे से था. But ये हाँ like अच्छा था मोमेंट, काफी अच्छा था कि like तुम पहले से जानते हो, उसके बाद मिल रहे थे, then कि तुम लोग जैसे आए थे, तो you don't know anyone. तो उस टाइम पे तो ऐसा था. तो we already know कि हाँ ये है. हमने बहुत मजे लिए थे. The second semester was awesome.
Yes, sir. Fine. That is a very unique experience, I would say. None of us have. So moving on. Sir, what are the different technologies and domains have you explored? Like maybe before doing web dev or any other field of interest you had in the tech domain?
Like I have explored like front end and back end stuff from the web development. So I have exposure around React and the ecosystem around it. Apart from that, I like last 2 years went on studying back end stuff. So I learned Node.js. I learned C++ also. I tried development in C++. It was not a too easy thing, but yeah, I tried that. then I explored about networks and all.
Yes, sir.
So that was a thing that I.
Yes, great. So we'll move a bit more about like Adobe itself. Let's see those juicy content as well. So, sir, how did you get the opportunity for interview at Adobe?
I applied on a career page. I got the link
Hmm.
of OA. OA consisted of mainly 2 medium level DSA questions and a bit of CS fundamentals. So it was not too hard and not too easy also. It was a medium to hard level.
Sir,
So-
and you did also participate in the hackathon which they organized, right?
So recently they also organized a Gen AI Hackathon. So that was a great opportunity for anyone looking to like have an intern in Adobe. So they try a lot of things. So last year they tried Adobe Career Academy. They tried Adobe Sales Academy. So they like quite try different things. So for girls it is like something I don't know. I don't remember the thing, but there's a thing for girls also. So from that they can get the opportunity over there.
Yes, sir. And sir, like what?
C course, I got the name.
course,
C
okay.
course is the thing.
Okay. So generally, like as SD at Adobe, let's stick with that for now, sir. Even though if it does not offend you, right, sir?
No.
Obviously, like Adobe itself is such a, I would say, a proper SaaS company, a software as a service company. So obviously, that feel has to be there compared to working at Google or any other, I would say, big tech. Sir, so what I think you also, like, if you guys did not know, sir did do an intern as well in Adobe.
Yeah.
That was not mentioned prior to this.
Like after intern, it converted into
Yeah, it was
full-time.
converted into a PPO after the intern. So, sir, as an intern, what did you do at Adobe, sir?
For being an intern, it was quite chill. I would say, like not too hectic, not too stressful. It was a pretty decent environment over there. Like it was very nice around for interns. So we have a lot of free time to explore their code bases, to get to like read their docs and all. So we have a lot of time, and then after that, after 1 month or so, they introduce us to writing the code. So the first 1 month was completely on like exploring products of Adobe and get to know about how code works.
Yes, sir. So, what is the tech stack, sir?
I was working with JavaScript itself, so
Yeah,
it
sir.
was pretty easy for me.
Good. So, we'll try to divert a bit towards web dev a bit, sir, about that. So, sir, what is your preferred tech stack?
There's no preferred tech stack. I worked mostly on one, so I worked most with it. But there's no preferred. I can choose anything with the requirements and needs.
Sir, what is your most hated front-end framework?
Angular,
Angular.
most hated one. I tried only one time, and it was not that.
So, is it because of the code structure, or is it because of like it's just too hard to get into it?
Yeah, like both things. The code structure is also not like React. If you compare it with React, it's like a very different thing.
Yes, sir.
React is very easy to write, and
Yeah,
you know
it's
the
easy.
ecosystem of React is too big, so you will get everything with React. And Next.js is the one thing I love the most.
Yes. And sir, did you try Remix?
I wrote a code while back ago, but not like I don't write code like regularly in Remix.
Okay, yes, sir. So, sir, and if we say that you have one favorite web framework, styling library in particular, is there anything of that sort?
Styling library, I would say ShatCN would be the great
Shat.
choice
Yes, sir.
because of v0.dev. It gives me it gets the job done for like the proper Gen AI stuff.
Yes,
So
Front-end developers better watch out. So, yeah, obviously, all of us as web dev start out in doing React, front-end, styling, and a lot of other stuff. And at one point, we move on. We write APIs for the backend. We get really good at building products. Some of us just keep watching tutorials. Some, like sir, go on to make incredible products.
I watched a lot of tutorials back then, like around 2 or 3 years back.
Yeah.
Now I stopped like watching tutorials, but You should watch tutorials. Like if you're starting out, you should.
Yes, sir.
After that, you will get you will reach that point ki you don't need tutorials anymore. The docs is enough.
Enough.
But
Yes, sir.
for starting out, I would say you should go watch tutorials.
That's true as it is. You have to stop depending on other people at one point, sir. And sir, there's a rumor, sir, that 95% of your hackathons are wins. Could you elaborate on that a bit?
The last hackathon that we did is not a win, but yeah,
Yes, that 5%.
I won the SIH, so yeah.
That is very sir. Sir, so generally, sir, as you're a person who builds a lot of products and have I would say a diverse amount of knowledge on various web frameworks, how they work together, and so generally you have like a really good idea about like what kind of products would win in a hackathon. So like, could you tell us more about that?
So for hackathons, I would say like you will have a very less amount of time in making the overall product. So I would say you should have you should work on the idea first. So implementation is something that you can done, but it is not possible in that time frame. So the first thing you have to choose is idea. So if your idea is decent, if your idea is good enough, if your idea is good, technically strong, then I would say that would really give a plus for you to win that.
That's there. Sir, and so what do you use for hackathons, sir, in general? Like, I would say
a lot of reuse codes. Like I reuse a lot of codes, templates and all. So it is needed because you don't have time to build it from scratch. So better to keep it as a template. I have my own template for hackathons. I mostly use that.
So is it like monetized?
No, not really. So it's the personal thing. So I build with that, like not from scratch.
Sir, have you heard about Cursor AI? So
I made my overall project of cloud from Cursor.
Okay.
in just three hours.
Sir, so what do you think like that has an impact on us web dev?
Impact wise, I would say it gives you a really good help in building stuff. So all the stuff which is like very time taking, right, time consuming and not related, like it's very कि बहुत ज़्यादा reuse करना पड़ा तुमको चीजें, तो वो मतलब उसके लिए it is very good tool. So I would say use it as a weapon for you. But anyway, you have to fight alone.
Sir, and obviously, if generally, sir, anyone who does open source at least, they start doing web dev and they do it for a while, and then they convert to either they move on to another domain or they stick to the same domain or find something else more interesting. So that's generally how people in open source start out. So what is your perspective of open source versus like front-end development or like development in general?
Getting into web development is little bit easy as compared to other tech stack and other domains, because the first thing you will encounter is HTML and JavaScript. That is not too difficult if you compare it with other, like say in the mobile development and any other, like say
any other domain. I would.
So that's what people mostly prefer, like jumping into the web development first, and then if they like, they'll continue. If they don't like, they'll switch to other things. So I would say that is not bad. It's a good thing. So first you get into something and then try to see if it is working for you or not.
Yes, sir. Sir, and like the aspect of open source over here, I would say.
Yeah, as aspect of open source, I would say for open source, same for open source also. Getting into like solving issues for web dev is easy as compared to directly jumping into Genome. So that will blow up your mind.
We have like very few. Ishan Modi, if you want, do find him on campus. He's one such example.
So starting out with web dev is like a good choice. Later on, you can switch to any other
form. Yes, sir, that's true. Sir, and sir, could you share some of your most impactful projects till date?
Busify is the one project that I thought it would be like it's on you. How would you like move on that project? But that is something which is very close to me.
Yes, sir,
I wanted it to be deployed on campus.
Yes, we'll
I hope you will do that.
We'll do that in coming December. That's all.
I hope you will
December
do that.
grind, sir.
Uh,
So obviously, for context, I am the successor maintainer for the same open source repo. If you want to check it out, Busify at
BSOC, Bitbyte/Busify.
Bitbyte/Busify. So yes, that's one.
The
more.
maintainer, don't know the name. But okay.
So moving on, sir, in case of like other projects, so you're working on like I would say like like a micro SaaS company, I would say, where you're working with Bhavik sir to create I would say products for others, something so like a blend of freelancing into that as well. So like could you tell us like what is that about?
We tried working as a SaaS company, so it's not key we are like like we're going to full time that, but no, like it's that key we were free, so let's explore something, let's build something. So we tried building something which would help. So it's not the thing you go like let's forget that.
So the latest project on that, latest commission, I would say.
Let's not go there.
Fine, let's moving on, sir. So, sir, what are the latest, I would say, trends in the dev domain which you are, like looking into in general?
Like the latest thing is like after coming the AI and all Gen AI stuff. So the easy stuffs will not move anymore. So if you don't know the basics, you don't know the core behind the technology. Let's say you're working on an XJS and you don't know how SSR works. So that would be not a good thing for you, because anyone can write front-end code. Like it's just a one prompt away from you. So it can write beautiful front-end, but you don't know about how if you know how SSR works. So it would open up a lot of opportunities for you. You can make stuffs on that also. So yeah, I would say learning the core things would
be more beneficial in general. So yes, sir. Coming back to Adobe itself, sir. So what was the total interview process like, sir?
It was connected into like one, I would say, a long interview and one OA.
Yes, sir.
So OA, I already told you about the interview. It was like a 1.25 or 1.5 hour long interview. The first 45 minutes was focused on DSA. It was a medium level questions, a general standard questions from lead code. So it was not too hard.
Yes, sir.
And then they went on project discussions. So Busify is the one that I told. So it really helped a lot.
Yes, sir.
After that, there were CS fundamental questions from database, OS, some OS questions, and some OOPS questions.
Yes, sir. Sir, and sir, what was like your preparation strategy for this? Like, when did you start, and what did you focus more on?
Preparation strategy would be like follow standard guidance like that Bitbyte offers. First learn about C++, C, DSA, and then shift towards the CS fundamentals, and then make some good projects. Like it's pretty standard thing. Every company follows the same standard thing for at least for entry level jobs.
Yeah.
So I would say you follow Bitbyte guidance for problem solving and all, and then build some great projects. That's it.
Sir, and generally to stand out from the crowd as a job market is like sort of better, I would say right now, but still it's bad. It's still bad. So, but even though it's scenarios like this, sir, and a lot of people apply for even like very entry level jobs or like intern positions, I would say the best. And sir, to stand out from the crowd, what would you suggest, sir?
So two things I would suggest for standing out from the crowd. The first thing is build great projects. If your project is just a monster app with just CRUD functionalities, it won't work. Like every other guy is doing the same thing. If they're making the same monster project with some CRUD functionality, they won't work now. So you need a good decent amount of tech and also great idea also.
Yes, sir.
So if you combine the both things, you will gradually make a good project. So building a good project is one thing to stand out. The other thing is open source for sure.
Open source as always.
If you're selected on good open source programs, then it will really help you a lot.
Really help a lot. Sir, and generally, sir, like there's this like I won't say like notion, sir. It's like some people just try to like I would say they make they make like a few projects, and then they think that they have to do more projects again to learn something new in the same, I would say, tech stack or something like that. So generally, for like at the end, it will result to tutorial help, obviously. So for anyone who's like facing this kind of issue, what would you suggest to get out of it and start anew?
Like if you're starting out, then learning from tutorial is okay, but after a certain point you should move out of that tutorial hell and start exploring great blogs, I would say. You can read great blogs. You can go to Substack and follow great creators out there, so they post regularly about tech and all. So read, I would say, read is a fun thing that you can do to like learn things
Yeah.
and skip the tutorial hell. It'll help a lot, like
help,
reading.
Is it? And sir, your favorite tech influencer?
Debatable. But Prime
Fine. If Prime is one, sir, like
Prime Gen is the one.
Prime Gen is the one.
The Netflix guy, if you know.
The guy who changes his hair color all the time. And sir, some more miscellaneous questions we have, and I guess this will be a bit lightweighted only, sir. Nothing really. Sir, so it's about your friends. Sir, obviously, all us know how close of you guys are. Honestly, from day one, since we have been seeing you, it's always been like that. Sir, so could you like tell us about few of them and how did you meet them? Like if I had to take an example, my best friend right now is like there are a lot, obviously. One of them is Challa Bharatwaj Reddy. If you want to check his Codeforce profile, he's an expert. If you need to know that. So I met him because he comes from Karnataka and I come from Karnataka, and I got to know about him very late. And one day I just somehow sneaked into his room and he was sleeping, and he found me in his room somehow, and he starts like interrogating me who I was, even though like the door was open. So that's like a weird story what happened to us. So did something like that happen to you guys?
So for us, it was quite like different. So as I told you that we firstly met on Discord. So every other guy is like kind of friend for us. So be it Priyansh, be it Rahul, anyone. So everyone is like a friend for me. I would say we hang out with all time. We everything. So it was like we already friends.
Yes, sir. So the most fearless adventurer.
राहुल बहुत मजा आया उसके साथ.
Sir, a wingman.
Once.
Sir, go-to guy for favors.
Priyansh, I would say.
Sir, the ultimate storyteller.
Ultimate storyteller. Prakash.
So that was like a bit of a rapid fire. So, sir, what was like your experience throughout the 4 years, sir? I would say here. Besides the fact that I want to go out of this college, obviously.
We all, but like it was quite fun. बहुत मजा आया. You know, like the second semester was the like most fun semester, I would say, the most awesome, because उस time ऐसा था कि हम बस Discord से निकल के आए थे and we were like in IRL. So बहुत ज़्यादा मजे किए हमने उस semester. बहुत ज़्यादा hang out किए, birthdays, you know, everything बहुत celebrate किया. So वो semester was the best semester, I would say, in like these like last 4 years.
4 years. Sir, and like as like the semesters went on, and obviously academic pressure also increases. So like, how do you guys deal with that? I would say in general.
So I would say the second year is the most hectic year, I would say. So when you compare it with like other years, third year is a decently chill, and first year is always chill. So second year was the thing that you should focus on more,
Yes.
and third year will be like quite chill year.
So like, are you like a person who like tries to code every day, or try to work more about like results? Like, I should try to build this thing in these many amount of days.
It depends. It completely depends. If deadline is approaching, then I should be focusing on like regular coding.
Yeah.
If not, then anyway it works.
Sir, so if any person has to start out, would you recommend CP or doing dev in general?
Again, this rant comes. CP versus dev. So I would say for starting out, CP would be a great choice because it enhances your problem solving ability
Yes, sir.
quite much. So, but as long as you move forward, so building problem solvable projects is also good. So if you're not someone who's like moving towards CP, but yeah, you should at least for 1 or 2 semesters you should try CP just to increase your problem solving ability. After that, if you're not liking it, if you're liking it, I would say continue on that. If you're not, then you can switch to building some great
Building
things,
some great projects.
and dev kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because after all, you have to do development.
Sir, you just told us that you're trying to build something in CPP. So what was that exactly, sir? Like, was it?
Like I'm a guy who loves JavaScript. So I was exploring JavaScript, runtime environment. So I thought, okay, let's build another runtime environment and see how it works.
Okay. Yes.
So I tried building that thing. So it was an ongoing thing. So
Yes,
let's see where it goes.
So make a tutorial out of it. We'll watch it, sir, after you go out.
Writing a blog on it. So let's see.
That's also better. Sir, and what's your future plan, sir? I would say anything. Any other
Future
goals?
plans, I would say I don't have any like big future plans. I would say like learning is something that I'll never left. So I don't know if I stay on the same company or not, but the one thing that I always be is learning. So I learn a lot. That's it.
Obviously, after you explaining about your great experience as a job, maybe we'll dive a bit more deeper into it. Like, what did you do exactly? In which team did you work? And did you do anything, I would say, incredible or scary at the same time? So, sir, a bit more about that.
So I was allotted on a front-end team, Acrobat web team. So there in that team there was a product called a Chrome extension for Acrobat. So I was a part of that. So I mainly worked on A/B testing. I explored the currently implemented A/B testing framework, and then we found out together what are the challenges our team is facing in conducting A/B tests. And then we explored a bit about what other teams are using as for A/B test, and then we found we then made a framework for new A/B testing framework, and then finally we ship it to production also.
Okay, fine, sir. Sir, just for the audience right there, please tell them what is A/B testing as well.
Okay, so A/B test is basically, let's say you have a 2 experience. So let's say there's experience 1 and there's experience 2, and you have to you can see only one experience. So based on certain parameters and criteria, we test both the you can say experiences and see which is performing best. So compared to conversion rates, compared to view and everything, we test which experience is performing well, and then we eventually keep that experience.
So like how, sir, like Google tries to show a button at one place and does not show it at the other place in a different location, and they try to analyze that and come up with some kind of prediction that it would be better to do this.
Yeah, let's say you have a purchase button, so the place of that button would be very much important. So where should you place that thing to maximize? So conversion maximum conversion rates.
So like, is this like, so like, is A/B testing like this part done like by one team, or is it like done by every single team?
So like I was in the Acrobat extension team, but surprisingly that A/B test framework will be using by like all the teams.
Okay. So like,
so all the teams in Acrobat web ecosystem, they'll use this thing.
So it's like you guys made like a uniform, I would say, framework.
Kind of like a POC stage, and then we ship it to production, and then they'll build it like this from.
Yes, sir. Any experience where you got scared during the intern?
It was a time when my code was just about to ship to production. So we shipped a code 6 p.m. and a day after I saw that something is breaking. So I got scared. Like, is it me or anything else? So surprisingly, it was not me. There's some other thing that is breaking the code. So it was the most scariest thing that I've experienced.
Yeah. That is really scary after you push.
I thought I pushed the production. that intern meme got real.
That is like a So did you like sleep that day or not? Like I would not sleep.
It was a 5 a.m. in the morning that I saw कि something is breaking. And I was like, क्या हुआ अब?
Sir, and yes, sir, moving on. Sir, like, how was, I would say, like, were the people who came with you to this internship at Adobe, like, did you feel like everyone were, like, I would say, equal in terms of tech skill? Or
No,
is it, like,
no.
just more on communication and more about that as well?
I would say they are great people who came there, but obviously not everyone is same. So everyone is learning. The guys from IITs are also there. The guys from IIITs are there also. So every other guy is learning. They don't have ki like everyone is comfortable with this tech stack. So company knows that you are not compatible with that tech stack. So they give you specific amount of time to learn that thing, to get it familiarized, how the work culture is. So these are the things company give time to you to like move forward.
Yes, sir. Sir, and like, how big was the code base over there, sir?
Quite big. So in our case, it was a complete micro-front-end architecture. So where I was working, it's not that much big, but if you compare, like if you combine it all together, it was quite big.
Yes, sir. Yeah, sir did even participate in the recent HackCBS 7, I would say 7.0, if we have to say. Sir, so how was your experience there, sir? Was it better than
We
last
went there to just chill out. So not, we chilled out. That's it. We built something, but we were not went there to supposed to win. So that's why it was a chill event.
It was
We
just
went
for the
just
sake.
for chilling. So it was that.
And that's also great, sir. We have none of us.
One advice that I would give is like just go to as many events as you can. So one thing that we missed out is कि हमने second year के बाद या third year पे आने को चालू किया कि हम events में जाते थे. तो वो उस चीज़ में थोड़ा miss out हुआ. But the advice which I can give is कि events में जाना चाहिए. Because as long as you went go to events, you will network with different peoples. You will explore other opportunities. So you will learn tech stack wise also and as a people skill also. Both things you can learn. So explore events, in-person events I would say, not online events, but and go there. Learning is very much high over there.
Yes, sir. Sir, and like as you told, second year is the best year for us to do anything and explore. Sir, do you think at the point like where a CSE student or any other student, any other discipline student is starting out dev in their second year, would you tell them to like pick up open source, or would you say that it would be better to not think about it and like focus more on building that prerequisite knowledge?
First thing is to learn the tech. Any technology, anything which like excites you, just learn that and then explore open source.
Yes,
Open source is not something that you can start from scratch. You should know things before jumping into open source. So open source is a way to apply your knowledge and build for society.
Yes, sir.
It's like that. So first learn things and then go to open source and explore that thing.
Yes, sir. Sir, and in general, would you say that sticking to one tech stack throughout your, I would say, like throughout your time as you build products is better, or maybe changing every few, I would say, months or etc. would be better?
No, exploring is always a good thing. If you're exploring other tech stack, so it's a good thing because you're exploring other new technologies out there which is coming. But jumping is difficult. Like it's not good. So if you're sticking with React, so first learn the complete ecosystem of React, then jump to Vue or anything else.
Yes, sir.
If you're jumping in just to try out, you can do that thing. No issues on that. If you think that Vue is good, then shift to that thing. But first thing is to learn a tech stack completely. Then
yes, sir. Like as like in, I would say till date, obviously there have been like, at least in the web dev space, something new always comes and goes.
So you can try that thing. There's no problem in trying out. So try, and if you think that is like
something, something which gives some benefit, which
then you can explore that.
Yes, sir. So moving on, there is this lot of talk about like Rust-based tools, like existing tools, make them out of Rust, and new tool and new product. So what is
Rust
that?
and Golang is the
Yeah.
two things that is quite in hype.
So what is your view about that, sir?
It's good. I would say it's good. Like Rust is fast, you know. If people think that it excites them, then why not learn? If technology is exciting, if you excites in building in that technology, then you should.
Yes, sir.
So that is the thing.
Okay. So fine, guys. That concludes this time's OPPORTUNA. So stay tuned for the remaining episodes. We'll be having a few more characters coming up there. Sir did introduce them. Do find them out. Main candidates are Prajwal Rayal sir, besides Prajwal Kapoor sir, and Priyansh Mehta sir. If you want to be a bit more ambitious, Bhavik Agarwal sir. So do find them out. And bye.